Hello, wrestling fans. It's top of Monday Night Raw for March 2nd, 2026. The Vision hijacked the show. They're in the ring. They demand Seth Rollins to come out to suffer the consequences for him costing Logan Paul the chamber match on the weekend. And for months now, said a bunch of... They don't even know who these people are, they said. To attack us, cost us matches. We know the students from Seth Rollins training school. We know that. Free masked men show up. Two amongst the fans. Logan Paul and Theory take off chasing them. The third one comes down from backstage, down the ramp. Paul Heyman's thinking this one's Rollins, but it's not Rollins, because first off, Rollins ain't got no tattoos. Second off, this guy's freaking tall. And just the build and his tattoos, I think it's NXT superstar Josh Briggs. A guy that NXT was pushing up to main event status and just dropped him big time. And that guy could do a JBL style clothesline from hell perfectly. I like him on NXT. There's not been news on him right, so maybe bring him up on the main roster is what he needs. And as Heyman's distracted by this other person thinking it's Seth Rollins, Rollins attacks Heyman from behind with a steel chair to the back. Curb stomp, shades of how he broke up the Shield on episode of Monday Night Raw when he went from face to a heel and joined Triple H. What the heck was that group called? The Authority, that's it. Love how they did that, the same setup. Paul Heyman had a bloody nose. He's loaded up in an ambulance backstage. And Logan Paul tells Fury, I'm going to go get the car. He walks around the corner. That's all you see for Logan Paul for a while. Ambulance takes off speed and LA Knight's the driver. That's hilarious. And the car's running. Fury gets ready to go in. And Jimmy Uso attacks him. Beats up Austin Fury backstage. Puts quite a beating on him to set up a match later on the night between Fury and Jimmy Uso. So, why did Logan Paul? Did he get attacked when he went around the corner by Jimmy? It's my only explanation. But nice to see how he got taken out, know what I mean? The opening match was Gunther versus Dragon Lee. And for weeks now, Dragon Lee's been attacking Gunther during segments of the ring backstage. No difference. Gunther's making his entrance, walking down the ramp. Dragon Lee attacks him from behind. It's a nice Hurricanrana. DDT on the outside. Gets him in the ring. Gets some strike combos going on there. Snaps off Hurricanrana. Hits those drop kicks in the corner. He does awesomely. And then Gunther's just had enough. Massive clotheslines. Flipping Dragon Lee over every time. 4 power bombs. 1 outside on top of the announce table, which didn't break. That was brutal. Dragon Lee fought back and outside, and Gunther freaking tossed him over the barricade. That was awesome. And just the impact of how Dragon Lee landed amongst the fans, that was brutal. And then during the match, Gunther just, kept teasing, touring around, punishing Dragon Lee. Like chops, boots to the face, massive tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, and he kept trying to unmask him. Dragon Lee fought back, hit Code Red on the outside, got him in the ring, went to do like a sit-down powerbomb. Gunther countered it. Powerbomb, sleeper hold. You win it by submission. Gunther, but as he had the sleeper hold on, he ripped the mask off finally of Dragon Lee. And then after the match, bell rang. After the match, he refused to let go of the hold. So I thought he was going to get disqualified, but referee pulled him off. Then Gunther just smirked and left. What's Gunther's match for WrestleMania? Because he was talking about retiring another legend, which I was hoping was Randy Orton. But now that Orton's going on to face McIntyre for the title, Gunther's got no major appointment for WrestleMania. What are they going to have him fight? Maybe Brock Lesnar? But they're also teasing Obafemi unless they do something that's never been done before, which is Brock Lesnar competes both nights of WrestleMania against 2 big guys. One being Gunther, one being Obafemi, or a triple threat. Let me know below in the comments. What do you think Gunther's road to WrestleMania? Whose opponent's going to be? Will it be Brock Lesnar one night of the WrestleMania? Or will he be facing somebody else? Or maybe not even have a match at WrestleMania. Jimmy Uso took on Austin Fury 1-on-1. Quick match. Fury smoked Jimmy Uso with a spinning punch. Jimmy super kicked him. Went up on the top rope for a Uso splash. Fury rolled out of the ring. So Jimmy dove off the ropes, cross-body to the outside, took down Fury. Super kicked him on top of the announce table, got back in the ring, getting up for Uso, splash him on the outside for the table. Logan Paul attacks Jimmy. Referee calls for the bell, so Jimmy wins by DQ. Vision beating him up 2-on-1. Jey Uso's music plays. He comes out with crutches. Him and Jimmy clean house on the Vision, so it's got to be the Vision that took out Jey Uso on SmackDown. Has to be. So why else would he come to Jimmy's aid and get payback on the Vision? Unless they're going to have that they weren't the ones that attacked him, and he don't know who attacked him, maybe. That's what they'll play it out as. And hit the 3D on Austin Theory, and they stood tall. The World Tag Team Champions did. Chad Gable, I had a match set up from backstage segment. He challenged Ludwig Kaiser, Tyler Bate, or Pete Dunne to a match. He said, I don't care which one of you I fight tonight, I just want to fight one of you. And it's Pete Dunne. Short match. Gable, hip toss takedown, arm drag takedown, leg takedown. Just spinning her Hurricane is taking it to Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne, all match, could not get a move in unless the other two distracted Gable. The only cool thing Pete Dunne did was jumped up and both knees down the arm. That's it. Gable quickly won. He had enough of the distractions. Rolling German suplex to a pin Pete Dunne. Now after the match, he looked at Ludwig Kaiser and Tyler Bate and said, which one of you I'm going to fight next? It's Tyler Bate. They're going to save Ludwig and Gable definitely for WrestleMania. And a mask versus mask match, I'm hoping. Penta, Dominic Mysterio was your main event for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, before this match, backstage, that awful freaking, I'm still not going to say his name, guy that WWE signed that debuted in the Elimination Chamber, and they've just got booed big time. He was backstage. He did a little curse on Dominic Mysterio. And he tries to be comical. He sucks at it. R-Truth is best at being comedy. This guy's not going to work being comedy. You cannot do a comedy gimmick when R-Truth's on the roster. Unless they release R-Truth again to try to give this guy a push. Which I hope doesn't happen because R-Truth deserves a push more than him. Anyways, you can see him walk off camera. And Judgment Day is like, trying to figure out, well, he just vanished. Like, no, you can see him walk away. He didn't, poof, vanish like a dragon, he walked away. Then, by the way, Balor said that he wasn't going to be at ringside to help Dominic, but now he is. And during Penta's entrance, Sparkler's going off on 3 of the 4 ring posts. The 4th ring post had a malfunction there. Great main event these guys put on. What a match. Penta, once that bell ring, snapped off her Corona, hauled off, kicked Dominic right in the back. Series of super kicks, clotheslines. Did that cool run and flip over facebuster. Dominic had to roll out of the ring to regroup. Got in the ring, started doing the Free Amigos. Penta counted the 3rd one. Hurricaned him. Dominic fought back with a 619. Backbreaker. Penta fought back again. It was an evenly match. One guy could not keep the momentum going for long in their favor. Outside, Dominic ran and crossbody both of them over a barricade by the announce table. That was awesome. In the ring, Dominic hit the 619 again. Penta countered the top rope frog splash and snapped the arm back and hit Penta driver. Dominic kicked out. That was an awesome sequencer. Penta hit the backcracker off the ropes. Was setting up the Canadian Destroyer. He ran. Dominic caught him coming. Falcon Arrow, that was cool. Finally hit the top rope frog splash. Penta kicked out. Dominic then asked his Balor JD, hey, give me the Timekeeper's hammer bell. The hammer, I'm sorry. JD goes to gets it. Goes to hand it to Dominic as the referee is checking on Penta because Dominic whipped him into the post. And his shoulder was hurt. And Balor took the hammer away for JD. He's like, no. He said last week he didn't want none of our help. He could beat Penta by himself. Sit your butt down. Let's see what he can do. JD's like, you know what? You're right. Dominic is arguing with his Judgment Day partners. What's going on? Turn around. Canadian Destroyer. New Intercontinental Champion, folks. Penta finally holds gold in the WWE. And this is just definitely going to cause a major crack in Judgment Day. Because Balor technically cost Dominic the belt because he told JD not give him the hammer. The Timekeeper's hammer. for the belt because Dominic said last week, I can handle pins. I don't need no help. Just be a ring sub. I don't need no assistance. I'm still got my fingers crossed that Balor, JD, Regal, Roxanne gonna kick Liv and Dominic out of Judgment Day. And because think about it. Damian Priest got kicked out. Carlito left. And now it's definitely going to be Liv and Dominic being kicked out. Unless they kick Finn Balor out, which I don't want to see just Balor get kicked out. I want to see a cool curveball and throw Dominic and Liv out of Judgment Day. Let me know below in the comments, fans, if you'd rather see Finn Balor get kicked out by himself or just leave, or do you want to see Dominic and Liv get kicked out and Judgment Day stay strong with just the 4 of them and not 6? That's it for matches, because most of the night was all talking. A lot of freaking talking. Natalya just basically just told Maxine Debris, don't come back, because if you do, I'm just going to beat you up again. Whoop you do. Bayley and Valkyria went into Adam Pearce's office to ask for a tag team title shot against Nia Jax Last Legend at WrestleMania. Instead, he books them alongside Io Sky, Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, and Ivy Nile next week, folks, in a 6-1 Gauntlet match, where the winner goes on to face AJ Lee for her newly won Intercontinental Women's title. AJ Lee came out and said that she's going to do open challenges like Carmelo Hayes is doing, but hers is different. Instead of defending the title every week, the only way she's going to defend it in open challenges is if somebody approaches her or an Adam Pearce backstage and they have to do a number 1 contenders match. That's not an open challenge, AJ Lee. Open challenge is come out, defend your belt, not have to wait for someone to earn a title shot against you. I don't think she's been gone for so long. I don't think she understands what open challenge means. And her promo in the ring, her mic skill is definitely a rusty man. And the fans are like, just get over with. And why is Becky not getting a rematch for her belt? Why is 6 out of Women getting a shot at it first, right? That's interesting. Rhea Ripley came out with Io Scott. She told Io Scott we had a great run last year fighting over the women's title. Became a tag team. Became tag team champions. We lost them on Friday, she said. I hope you still do great on Monday Night Raw. But she's going to SmackDown to fight Jade Cargill at WrestleMania for the SmackDown Women's title. So the first time ever in Rhea Ripley's career, she's leaving Monday Night Raw since getting caught up for the main roster in 2019 and heading over to SmackDown for the first time in her career. I think that's a huge chore, good choice for Rhea Ripley because she's beaten everybody she can on Raw numerous times. Over on SmackDown, she can face people like Tiffany Stratton, Alba Fire, Nia Jax, 1-1, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair again. Jay Gajo, Bianca Belair, if she ever returns for her 2 broken fingers. A lot of people on SmackDown, like Selena Vega, that she can find face one-on-one. Because like I said, she's faced everybody she has on Monday Night Raw numerous times. So send her to SmackDown is a big move and a smart move, I think. I love how she talked to Io Sky, brought up the history they had over the title, which led them to becoming a tag team of good friends. Now they got part ways. That was a cool segment. I liked it. You could tell what she was saying was from the heart, like, and all that. And Io was crying and all that. Asuka again was bad mouthing, trash talking Kairi Sane backstage. Eventually, your Kairi Shane's going to smarten up and feud with Asuka, or this is going nowheres. Rusev challenged Obafemi to a match. Adam Pearce came out and said it's not happening tonight. It's going to happen next week. Finally, we're going to get Rusev versus Obafemi 1-on-1. That's going to be good. And CM Punk Roman Reigns into the show. Just talk about the match at WrestleMania. Like, talking is not going to build up the match that good. You've got to have some in-ring action. Have a couple of tag matches. Have, like, Punk fight the Usos and Roman get involved. Have, like, them have a brawl in the ring. Just have them come out, talk, and every time it's not going to build up that match at all that great. But really, you think about it, that's all they can really do because Roman sits at home 99% of the time. So, how many weeks now is it going to be before we see Roman Reigns back on Monday Night Raw to talk again but his match against CM Punk at WrestleMania 42 in Vegas. Will he be there next week? 3 weeks down the road? 1 week before WrestleMania? We don't know, right? When Roman gets his butt off the couch again. There you have it, folks. The only match announced for next week is the Gauntlet number 1 contenders match and Oba Femi versus Rusev. SmackDown this Friday night. It's got some big matches. Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the Undisputed Championship. I hope McIntyre retains. Hey, I don't want to see Cody versus Orton at WrestleMania 1-on-1. McIntyre is having a good run as champion. He needs to go to WrestleMania as champion to keep the belt. They talk about having a Monte-May matchup, which I'll be okay with. Have Orton, McIntyre, Cody, Jacob Fatu, Fatal 4-Way. I'm okay. Throw Sammy in there. Make it a 5-way. That'd be cool as well. But McIntyre needs to win at WrestleMania and not lose the title on SmackDown this Friday. Also, this Friday on SmackDown, Carmelo Hayes open challenge for the United States Championship. And there was another match announced. Number 1 contenders tag team match. Winners face the Bloodline Freeze, Solo, and Tama Tonga. We don't know how many teams are in this number 1 contenders match. We don't know if it's like a tournament setup, a gauntlet match, a battle royal, or just 2 teams. We don't know until SmackDown happens Friday night. There you have it, folks. Stay safe, everybody. Too sweet. Bye.